Hello, air signs. Let's get now to the end of July for you. Right out the gate, I'm getting chills. Thank you, Spirit, for being present. Right out the gate, as I was, getting ready to go, the Hidden Truth Oracle said it wanted to speak. So, Spirit, what do you have for the air signs from now until... Oh, that was a quick shuffle. Hold on. I pulled two. Okay, I'm told one more, so a total of three. You are the best thing in my life. Immediately messy. I look for you everywhere. I'm starting to understand our connection. Who's that? Who's that showing up? Okay. I want to look at you. We're going to start off with you. Spirit, show us the collective. Show us the air sign collective regarding this person. And then one fell. Thank you. Someone who betrayed you, who ruined the relationship or didn't offer a relationship, and you're just trying to move away from that. Told one more. They poured out the cup of love that you had, that you both, like, I'm hearing the beautiful connection that y'all had. They poured out that cup. So it's not just about pouring out your cup of love, what y'all were, right? That's a huge statement, because we all know that couple that's like, kind of just everyone admires. Everyone's just kind of like, yeah, they're supposed to be together. They poured that out, and it pisses you off. We have the Seven of Swords, huge betrayal. The Hierophant reverse. Lack of a stable connection. Throwing out the window, the bond, the relationship. You're trying to move away from this. You're trying to heal. Because they poured out a cup of love. I'm hearing you don't want to hear from them. You don't want to hear from them. Boy, you don't want to hear from them. Okay. Let's do them. Different deck. Spirit, show us air signs collective's person. That was quick. They juggled you. We got the Two of Pentacles right out the gate. I can tell you right now, I usually touch lightly on third party being cheating, but this card reeks of entertaining other people, of juggling you and other people. Yes, one other person. For some of you, it's going to be split. It's like one other person specifically. I heard heavily like an ex, someone who's an obsession of theirs, in a way, whether they realize that they're obsessed or not. And then for the majority of you, it's juggling other people. But they didn't think they were a hoe, is what I heard. Wow, the audacity is high. And here, I mean, oh my God, this person, they're infuriating. The Nine of Pentacles, that's a single card. There's someone who basked in their singleness. They weren't single. They had you. At least they moved like they were single. The Page of Cups reversed. Oh my gosh. Just extremely immature. There's someone who's deeply insecure, so they need a lot of attention. So they need fresh supplies, what I'm hearing, which is usually language used when referring to narcissists. That's deep. Y'all, I cannot with this person. I cannot. Also, like, I'm working on my self-esteem. I'm a bomb ass reader. Like, thank you for being here with me. Thank you for allowing me to read for you. And I just love reading. So thank you for allowing me to be of service, y'all. We have the Seven of Cups that came out. Do y'all know what that is? That's an options card. That's someone who's looking at, weighing their options like the hoe they are. I heard something about their mama just now. I heard like the hoe their mama taught them to be. So there's definitely a huge mother wound there. They're seeking their mother's love constantly. Regardless if it's a man or a woman, it doesn't matter. They're constantly seeking their mother's love. And that is a bottomless pit. That's deep. Thank you, Spirit. I'm going to pull some more on this 7 of Cups in a second because Spirit is saying I have more to say. But let's finish this out first, okay? This reading's clear as day. We have the Lovers reversed. This is the Lovers reversed are two people who have misaligned values, right? The Lovers reversed are people who they just fear commitment. I mean, don't forget, like, for you, we had the Hierophant, like how you feel towards this person. We had the Hierophant reversed, which is someone who threw out the commitment, right? That's wild. Still on the Lovers reverse, they just make bad choices. They be acting nonchalant about it too, but they be suffering for real. I heard whether you realize it or not, they suffer for real. They're not self-aware enough to change, but they are self-aware enough to know I fucked up. Does that make sense? And it's one of those things that they may never say out loud. I don't know. That's just me talking now. It's not the cards. But I say that to say they are self-aware, in case you were wondering. I did get that very clearly. They constantly feel, still on the Lovers reverse, they constantly feel out of balance. Yeah. That's crazy. That's crazy. Cheers to them, you know? We wish them the best because that's a lot. That's a lot. That's a lot. And then this spread is finished off with the 2 of Swords. Don't forget we started off with the 2 of Pentacles. Someone juggling, right? Juggling you. Juggling multiple partners. And it's finished off with the 2 of Swords, which is someone who refuses to choose. It's a deadlock card, right? But it's a heavy avoidant card as well. I want you to understand that. I'm told to tell you what signs I have here. So I have Capricorn. I have Virgo, Scorpio, Gemini, Libra, and just a lot of, there's a good amount of earth here and a good amount of water. And then it's finished off with the last 2 cards. Because the Page of Cups reversed and the 7 of Cups, which is pouring out the love that there was, right? And then the 7 of Cups being weighing their options. Those are heavy water cards, which is someone who is just emotional, really emotional. But then it's finished off with 2 heavy air cards. With the Lovers reverse, that's Gemini, and then the 2 of Wands upright, that's Libra. And with air, it's something that constantly needs to be in motion. And I say that to say they can't sit still with their emotions. Right? We have those heavy emotions with the water, and then it's finished off with 2 heavy air cards. It's like, nah, we're not sitting with this. Let's move our bodies. Also, the 2 of Swords being a heavy avoidant card, it's someone who is faced with a difficult decision but doesn't make a decision. But I also want you to look at the image of the card. the two swords are crossed over her heart. That's an avoidant. That's someone who is, their heart is intentionally blocked off. And in the card, she is willfully blindfolded. She doesn't want to see. There's no gender in tarot, okay? So it's someone who's like living in their single life, as we saw earlier, the Nine of Pentacles, because they don't want to see. I told you they're self-aware. So let's get some clarification on that Seven of Cups, only because Spirit has more to say. Spirit, what else do you have to say to the air signs regarding the Seven of Cups? Please make it clear and concise. Oh, that was quick. Thank you. Okay. Clarifying that Seven of Cups, that options card. We have the Two of Wands reversed. It's because they fear the unknown and they fear change. Spirit wants you to know that because you've been wondering. You've been heavily wondering that. That's why they need constant options. Yeah. That's their version of playing it safe. You would think someone that they love and who is a safe person to them, right? Loyal. You think that would be playing it safe. If anything, for an avoidant, that's terrifying. That's suffocating, right? So clarifying that Seven of Cups, Spirit is saying, hey, it's because they fear change. They fear the unknown. They refuse to plan. It's a lack of planning card. And to them, that's their version of playing it safe. And then we have the Chariot. That Seven of Cups being clarified by the Chariot, they're constantly in motion. What's that sound like what I just said? Finished off with those two air cards. Heavy feelings, and they're like, nah. I need to move. This ain't it. I don't want to. I don't want to think about this. I don't want to feel this. I'm just a good reader. I am. It's not coming from like an egotistical place. I promise. It's really coming from like, out loud acknowledging. Because I love reading. I receive so easily and so frequently that part of my life's lessons is to stop fighting it, because I'm, you just get tired and I'm constantly receiving. I was told heavily the bottom of the deck with the still clarifying the Seven of Cups. The wheel reversed. Stop. Y'all are mirroring each other. Shut the front door. And then behind that we have the Ten of Cups. Thank you, Spirit. Yeah, Spirit's being very clear with you right now. So for you, don't forget, we already read for you. You were the... Stop. Oh my God. You were the wheel, upright. And you acknowledge the betrayal. You acknowledge that they didn't choose you, right? Being in a relationship is choosing your partner every day, through every difficulty, through every joyful moment. It's a choice. Love is a choice, right? So because all that didn't happen, you're moving on with your life. I heard very loudly, does it hurt? Yes. It was like a heavy yes. It was like, yes. But also, as an air sign, you're like, I can't sit with this. But not in a bad way, kind of like, I offered you my cup and you poured it out. Because don't forget, for you, it was finished off with the Ace of Cups reversed. So not only did they pour out your cup of love, they poured out the cup of love of what the relationship was, which we already covered, right? Further clarifying why they constantly need options. Spirit said, the wheel reverse. Because they're stuck. They're stuck. And what I heard was, and this is why it's extra significant, and this is why you're marrying each other, you're upright, he's reversed, you're trying to move on from them, he or she, there's no gender in tarot. They're stuck because they know you're their home. They know I have all these options. For the life of me, I don't want to choose. I don't want to see. I don't want to feel, right? I feel safer juggling. I feel safer in constant motion. But in my heart of hearts, I acknowledge that I refuse to change. But on top of that, this card has a double meaning. So it's that, and then regarding y'all mirroring each other, it's I refuse to choose my home, which would be you. And that's further confirmed with the Ten of Cups being behind that. They don't want to choose because it terrifies them. That's heavy. Okay. Spirit, what's next with this person that's showing up in the reading for the air sign collective? Thank you. Okay. Immediately, the first thing at the bottom of the deck, but it was just like yelling at me. You are their soulmate, and they acknowledge that. They're never not thinking about you. You're constantly on their mind. They're constantly comparing the new people to you. They're constantly wishing that they were next to you. No one measures up to you. And they know that. I just heard they're losers. It's so funny. I don't really talk like that. Sometimes I talk like that, but not really. That's what they're saying. They're just like, all these people are losers. Like, I keep choosing losers. Because they're comparing it to the love that y'all had, to the chemistry, to the connection, to the safety, to the loyalty, to you, period. Because again, it's a double up. It's you and your love and the relationship itself, right? Then we have the Hangman reversed. There's a delay because I hear very loudly they're coming forward, but there's a delay right now. So that's not, I heard not anytime soon. It'll probably be like an eventual thing. I don't think it'll be this month though. And then we have the Queen of Pentacles reversed. This is someone who's self-centered. Again, heavy water and earth here. These are nostalgia cards, a water card, Scorpio. And that Hangman reverse is also a water card. A lot of emotions about you. I heard they don't play about you, which means to them, you're still theirs. They just won't choose you in the 3D, which is wild. This is also a heavy jealousy card, which I heard loudly. They watch you, whether it's social media, whether it's asking friends about you. I just heard snooping, so they got other burner accounts. Top of the deck, thank you. The Sun. Because you're their happiness. They also wonder if emotionally you've actually moved on. I'm told one more. Yeah. They wonder, you're the Emperor to them. This is a double up. They wonder if you found your divine counterpart. Regardless if it's man or woman, no gender and tarot. They're just wondering if you have found what you're worth in a partner, which would be the divine counterpart, the Emperor. But also this is how they're viewing you, which is like, because like the unhealthy Emperor is very like stuck in their ways and stern. So they're wondering like, this is also someone who's like very like disciplined and pragmatic. So they're wondering, they're like, do you even still care about me? Or since I fucked you over, are you standing on business? Kind of thing. Because an Emperor would stand on business. Like, no, you chose what? Cool. Keep your happy ass over there. So they're wondering that, but they're also wondering if you've found your Emperor. There's no gender in tarot, but they also view you as the Emperor, someone who's strong, stoic, serious, but doesn't play, right? Dang, Spirit. Okay. Sorry. I'm sorry. So one more, the King of Pentacles reversed. Don't forget, we already got the Queen of Pentacles reversed for them. They're obsessed with how they're viewed and they are just so, they're poor. This is a financial poverty card, but what I'm hearing is in the 3D they lack the things that matter, like healthy friendships, healthy relationships with like family members, right? So yes, spiritually poor, but poor in relationships, poor in feeling like home, right? Poor in feeling like they have a safe place to truly just fall apart. Like that's what this means. And it's all because they're stubborn. This is someone who's stubborn and who's obsessed with their status and how they come across. Okay, that's what I have for your signs. Hope that helped. Please like, subscribe, share the video. Take care of yourselves and take care of each other, okay? Bye.